It's a BEA, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Welcome back to the channel, family. I am Pastor B. I am also an ambassador of Jesus Christ. And guess what else? That's the ministry. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 20. Look here. I'm about to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. I wonder why we as men keep falling into the same old trap. Years ago, I remember hearing a story about a coach from the Boston Celtics. I know I'm about to murder his name, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think his last name was Coach Ibuko. This young man was a prodigy. He was the assistant coach from the San Antonio Spurs. He came out from under Greg Popovich and ended up landing a dream job with the legendary franchise of the Boston Celtics. In his first year, he took the Celtics to the championship. And if I'm not mistaken, within 2 years after that, he got fired from his position as head coach because he was sleeping with the vice president of finance wife. Fast forward it a couple of years and we get to Michigan, where a coach, the football program, where the coach was fired from that program because of sexual misconduct. Fast forward it a couple of years and we get to Michigan State. And when we get to Michigan State, you remember this just happened. His name is Sherrone Moore. He was fired from his position. He had just signed a 5-year, $30 million deal with Michigan Wolverines. And he lost his job, lost his contract, lost his wife, and ended up going to jail. I say that because I'm just wondering, I wonder why we as men keep falling into the same trap. And it reminds me of this story that just came out of Memphis, Tennessee. A 30-year-old mother comes home from work and finds a 20-year-old underneath her 13-year-old daughter's bed. The story says that she, at gunpoint, ordered the young man to leave the house. He gathered his clothes. She's walking behind him, walked him to the door. When he gets to the porch, she popped him in the back of the head, shot and killed him. And that's where she messed up. Well, it was messed up anyway. But to walk him to the front door, to the porch, and shoot him in the back of the head, that's calculated. And that's cold-blooded. And baby, that's first-degree murder. The question that I ask is, what is a 20-year-old doing with a 13-year-old child? Now, some people are saying she probably lied about her age. Granted, maybe she did. But looking at her picture, she don't look nowhere near 18, 19 years of age. I remember a few years ago, my wife and I went to a I don't even know the name of it. It's kind of like a bar mitzvah. It's kind of like a sweet 16 for an American child. You know, when a young lady, a young man turns 16, you have the sweet 16 birthday. Well, they do this, the Hispanics, they do it when the child turns 15. It's the same thing. But nevertheless, we went to this get together, this party. Can I tell you that I seen 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds walking around dressed like they were 20 and 21, but just looking at them in the face, I knew they were underage. So that pretty much so throws that out the window. I personally don't think that he was dealing with this young lady because she told him she was 18 years of age. I think it was one thing that keeps catching men in that trap, and that is not having sexual discipline. So many stories. I would have to do a whole series on men falling into the same trap. Shannon Sharp, a couple of years ago, you remember he had to settle out of court in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit just to keep his behind out of jail, messing around with these young girls. Messing around with the wrong woman can get you dead. D-E-A-D. Dead. How many of us black men in particularly are we going to put in a graveyard because we don't have sexual discipline? We don't have any control over our lower parts. And now you have that family in an uproar. You got all this stuff going on down there because this young man wanted to go messing around with a child, a baby, a 13-year-old. My prayers are with everybody that's involved in that because it's a lot of people involved in that. But we gotta do better. We have to do better as men. We need to get our minds right. That's what the problem is. We need to get our minds right. We've been brainwashed in this country. Every time you turn around, everywhere you go, every time you turn around, every algorithm, every commercial, every song, we just being bombarded with sexual suggestions. We got to get our minds right. How many of us are we going to bury, put in the grave, because we lack sexual discipline? I remember the Gloria Zamora story. I'm not even going to go into that right now because this video will be a half an hour long. I just wanted to bring some truth to this. Let me get my Bible out. Messing around with the wrong woman can get you killed. Especially married women. Listen to me. Married women, number one. Underage girls. Oh my God. Those are females that are they're off the radar. They're not even on the chart. Married women, underage girls, and immoral women. Yeah, these loose women. Don't get it twisted. I'm talking about these loose women. The young female with the red hair and the Daisy Dukes or the booty shorts and the big tattoos on the leg. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Stay away from those type of women. Married women are off limits. Young women, Underage girls, off limits. And these party girls, the immoral girls, tongue ring, red hair, booty shorts, tattooed, they will lead you down a path of destruction. Let me get some truth involved. The scriptures say excuses might be found for a thief who steals because he is starving. But if he is caught, he must pay back 7 times what he stole, even if he has to sell everything in his house. But the man who commits adultery is an utter fool, for he destroys himself. He will be wounded and disgraced. His shame will never be erased. Check this out, verse 34. For the woman's jealous husband will be furious. He will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will accept no compensation, nor be satisfied with the payoff of any size. Proverbs 6:32 through 35. And again, the scriptures say he will die for lack of self-control, and in the greatness of his folly, he will go astray. Don't be that young man. Don't be that man that goes astray because of your great folly, your great foolishness. How many of us have to go? How many of us have to die because we lack self-control? And that's all I got for you today. Wanted to put a little truth on there, on this situation, because it's sad. We got to have self-control. We have to ask Jesus to help us to get ourselves together so that we can stop falling into this trap. And I'm going to leave you with this nugget. There is always free cheese in a mousetrap. And I don't want you to forget that. You take that with you. There is always free cheese in a mousetrap. Any female out here that's offering you that free cheese, free access, no strings attached, it's because it's a trap, my brother. Stay focused, stay vigilant. And until next time, if God said the same, I'll be praying for you. I'll be praying with you. Have a blessed day. I'm out.